Hey guys, this is Sam from Roadloft. So today I'm gonna try to explain you how we can be fully autonomous on the road energy-wise. First off, I'm not like a physics engineer or electric engineer. I'll try my best to make it simple and to explain it how I see it and how I've learned how to use the energy on the road. So there is three main things that we use, accessories that we use to make to be self-sufficient in energy. One is the fridge that we're using. The second one is the battery pack that we use here. And third is the solar panel. First off, I'll try just to explain you energy-wise how it works. So we'll use watts today and watt-hour in terms of capacity. So watt is the power and watt-hour it's the capacity, like the storage that we have of energy. This battery pack is 576 watt-hour and the fridge is drawing usually 45 watts and it's usually working a third of an hour, so like 20-25 minutes per hour, depending on the temperature, what's inside and how cold the elements you put in. Let's say it's a third of it, so it's about like 15 to 20 watts per hour that the fridge is drawing. So I'll try just to make it simpler. Let's say this thing is 500 watt. This is just to make you understand. And let's say this draw 20 watts per hour. With that, I can last about 25 hours. So 500 watt hour divided by 20, it makes 25 hours of energy of the fridge. So the fridge can run 25 hours on the battery if I'm not recharging it. So if I start at 100% and I draw it till there is no more energy in it and I'm not recharging it. Now I'll explain you the battery. Battery, there is different way to put energy inside the battery. So there is three ways to add energy inside the battery. The first one is with a conventional plug. If you plug it at home, or if you have an inverter in your car, you can plug it onto that also. The second way, it's with the 12-volt plug inside your car, so every car has this. And then the third way, it's with the solar panel. And then there is the output. So there is different output here, like USB, USB-C. There is a direct current here for a 12-volt with a stabilizer in it. And there is also the conventional plug here, the 110 volts. There is different solar generator or battery pack on the market right now. We use the EcoFlow, but we've used others in the past. The reason why we use EcoFlow is because the charging system is really efficient. It makes it recharge way faster. So if the battery pack is at 0 and I plug it in a conventional plug, it can charge I think in 2.5 hours, which is super efficient. So that means I can input into the battery about 250 watts per hour, so it's super efficient. So it makes it also efficient for the plug with the 12 volt from the car and also from the solar panel. So there is some other solar generator on the market that are stuck at like 70 watt hour, I think. This one can go to 250, so it's plenty to recharge and to have a lot of energy. And customer service is just amazing also. So I would definitely recommend this one, and we've used Jackery, AimTom. This one is really the one we like. How we use it, it's pretty simple. So basically we put the battery, like for sure we don't put the battery there. We put it like in between the two front seats over there, just behind the bench module of the conversion kit. We'll put it there and always plug it in the 12-volt outlet. We leave it there, and with the 12-volt we can reach about 105 watt per hour. So if I drive 1 hour, if the battery, let's say it has 400 watt hour in capacity, that's what's left inside the battery, and I drive 1 hour, I'll get to 500 watt hour of capacity. So that's really nice because it's charging pretty fast. What we do in our daily trip is that we leave it plugged there, so every time we start the car, it's charging. Every time we stop the car, it stops, so it's not draining the battery of the car either. So there is two plugs in this car, so that's the Chrysler Pacifica. There is one here and one in the front. The one here at the back is always plugged on the battery. So that means that if you're not driving and you're not on accessory, it will still charge from the car battery and it can draw it down and it's not recommended at all. We always plug it in the front one, which is just functional when the car is on. And because we're traveling in national parks and we go from viewpoint to viewpoint, and then we go do a hike at one place and then we go take a shower at another place and we sleep somewhere else, we drive about an hour and a half a day. So that means that every day we're getting at least 150 watt-hour of capacity back into the battery. So that's always there. If we drive more, we'll put more energy in this. If we drive less, we'll put less. When we're not moving so much, even like 150, sometimes it's really hot outside, so you'll need more than that just to make your fridge works. We use a solar panel for that. The solar panel we use, it's the one we've designed that fits perfectly in the windshield. It's 125 watts of power. 125 watt power is like theoretical. That means it's not always 125 watts. It really depends on many factors. First off, there is the direction of the solar panel to the sun. So if the solar panel is directly facing the sun, it's going to be way more efficient than if it's not directly into the sun. Then there is like, is there shade on the solar panel? Is there cloud? Is there tree? Is the solar panel dirty, full of dust? All of this stuff is going to affect the efficiency of the solar panel, and even where you are on the world is going to affect the efficiency. The closer you are to the equator, the more efficient the solar panel can be because you're closer to the sun. So let's say like in the winter in Quebec, solar efficiency is nothing. It's really not worth having a solar panel in the winter time, let's say in Quebec or in the north, because the sun's not really there. So I'm gonna show you what we do with the solar panel. So right now the solar panel is on the top, so the sun is right there, so it's not really pointing directly to the sun. And I'm gonna show you how little things can affect the efficiency of the solar panel. So if you come closer here, so you can see there is different information here on the board. So on the left, it's how long it's gonna take till reaching the 100% capacity of the battery. The second number here is what's the capacity on the battery right now, so it's at 92% full. On the right here you have two rows of number. The first one is the input, so how much energy you're putting in the battery, and then there is the output, so how much energy you're consuming from the battery. Right now it's about 10:30 in the morning. We're in South Dakota. The sun is not like hitting straight the solar panel, and we have about 70 watts. So that means that then in 1 hour I will put 70 watts into the battery. Now I'm gonna show you some stuff. Gonna take the solar panel down like this. I wouldn't do this. Like usually I put the solar panel on the windshield and I try to put the car facing the sun. I have a little bit of shade like this. Sun here, shade there, and I get only right now 2 watts, so it's nothing, 4 watts. But right now low, you're like on the solar panel, so there is no sun at all. But like you're leaving, and if I put it like straight under the sun like that, facing the sun, I'm like at 25. So it really affects how the sun is facing the solar panel. So you really have to put it in a place where it's gonna get the most sun. So that's pretty much it for the solar panel and how we manage to be fully autonomous on energy with all those three accessories. That makes a huge difference in how fresh our food is and what we can recharge. So we charge cell phone, drone, camera, microphone, anything we use on the road, we can plug it in there and recharge it and have enough energy to do our stuff. Now I'm gonna show you how I use the solar panel like properly and where I put the battery in this car, and I'll turn around the vehicle to make sure the sun is really facing the solar panel, and I'll show you how much energy we can harness from the sun right now. Alright, so I've moved the car around just to show you how we set up the solar panel when we use it. I've brought back the battery also here in the middle of the two seats, just behind the seat muzzle, and this is like a heat shield we are using. So if you take take this solar panel and you want to put it in your windshield, definitely I would recommend to put it on top of the window, because if you put it inside, you're gonna affect the efficiency a lot. And then the second thing is that if you put it inside, definitely don't put the heat shield behind it, because you're gonna overheat the solar panel and you can burn the cells. Your solar panels can just be broken. Put the solar panel always outside of your car, and what we do is we put it, let's say it's the beginning of the morning, so the sun is to the east and it's not quite up yet, it's not at its summit. We'll put it in front here, just to directly to the east, to have the best efficiency of the solar panel. And if, let's say, it's the evening and you're parked to the east, for sure the solar panel is not gonna be efficient even if it's sunny outside, because you have to be directly under the sun. So if the sun is there, you need to point it and to be straight to the sun. What we like about the windshield here, and it's why we designed it for that, it's because you can see there is different angle on top of this, so you can put it at different angle. So when it's at the top, you put it on top of your vehicle, and when it's down, you can put it there. How we set it up, we pass the cable through the window like this, and we bring the window back up, so the cable cannot be taken out because there is this part here. So if you want to take the solar panel, you need to cut the cable. And then the second thing we do is we block this flap here in the inside, and we close the door on top of that like this, so that way the solar panel is stuck inside, so you cannot take it out. If you want to take it out, you have to cut everything. For sure someone can steal it, but still it's a little bit protected, and we do everything in our way to avoid that. That's pretty much it. Just to wrap up all of that, the solar generator, the battery pack, is really efficient if you plug it always in the 12 volt when you're driving, and when it goes under 70%, around that, we will try to plug it on the solar panel and try to get as much energy as we can from the sun by placing it directly under the sun. So you have to be straight under the sun. It's really important. So if the sun is right up there and you place your solar panel upward, it's gonna be super efficient. If the sun is right there, it's rising, and you place your solar panel still rising up, you can see that the sun's is not gonna be super efficient on the solar panel. So that's really important. Right now, I'm harnessing about 74 watt per hour. So that means that with this sun, if no clouds come, I'll get a full charge in about 8 hours. So I start from 0 to 570 in about 8 hours. All right, so when we park and it's super hot outside, we always make sure to put a heat shield in the windshield, and we also put the 2 heat shields on each side here and crack a window, so this way we make sure the temperature inside the van stay cool. And it's pretty easy to install and fast. Bring it up, something here, like that. Okay, so there you go. This way we stay cool. If you have any other question, feel free to ask. I hope this video is gonna help you to be fully autonomous on the road, energy wisely. Please write comment down here, and if you have any tips and tricks, please share too. Hopefully you're gonna enjoy the road and feel free. Thank you. Have a good day.